Don in London, hello. It's February the 1st, 2010. New month and a new step in recovery for me. Yes, my video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, my behaviour, just as addictive. Work, relationships, collecting, materialism, trying to fit in, trying to be the person I thought you wanted me to be, and trying to be the person I thought I ought to be. So these days, just gradually making progress, finding out who I am on a daily basis, and keeping in recovery, that is, in recovery from addiction to alcohol and addictive behaviour. So my videos, the reason why I do the videos, I was asked to when I was at a treatment centre in Soho in the heart of London, a place where I used to go to nightclubs and goodness knows what else went on, and also has an alcohol treatment centre as an outpatient for the National Health Service in the UK. So yes, these videos, because people couldn't get to the treatment centre, or they knew people who couldn't come in or would not come in, that's how they started happening some years back. So I've continued, and it's part of my daily meditation, if you like, to share experience, strength and hope of recovery. So February is the second month of the year, as we know, and it's also for me all about step 2 of the 12-step program of Alcoholics Anonymous, the fellowship which keeps me on track on a daily basis by being in touch with people who are in recovery, be it 1 day sober or 1 hour sober, because we learn from everyone, or 1 year or 10 years or 20 or whatever number of decades it might be without a drink. And I was just here with a friend, in fact more than a friend in the past. She's just gone, and an ex-partner in sobriety. And the gift is, you know, when we broke up, we didn't fall apart too much or go back to drinking. We did fall apart a bit, but that's just part of breakups. And knowing that you still cherish a person, although maybe we weren't meant to be together, all part of recovery. Nothing changes in that respect. We still learn how to be human beings, 1 day at a time. So the great gift in sobriety is we can have relationships. They may or may not work out, but we don't have to end up hating each other. In fact, we probably love each other more simply because we can get on and accept where each other is. So there you go. What a gift in recovery, to understand that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and if it's not meant to be, life will show us. Who knows? There's always tomorrow. Anyway, we can be hopeful about anything, but at the moment it's good to be me and where I am, and it's good to be her and where she is. So she tells me just now. So my video is all about recovery and the fellowship of AA and how it helps me. And I refer to literature in these videos, and this particular book, Daily Reflections, is a 1 page a day to reflect upon, with one of the steps in mind. So each month it covers one of the steps, and this month it's all about being restored to sanity, or the step reads, Step 2, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. And I'll explain more of that as the month goes on, because it means pretty much the same thing for everybody in some way or other. It just means that we're not God, and we're not in charge particularly, but if we have help we can get good choices on a daily basis. So that's what it's all about. And the fellowship of AA, well, I always share the statement of intent in these videos because it slows me down into the moment of now, and it reads like this. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution. It does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And what a gift, you know, to be in a fellowship which is all about sharing a message of experience, strength and hope with each other, so that we may continue in sobriety. What more could one ask for? Well, not a lot, but we do get a lot more besides, which is the ability to connect not only in fellowship, but the ability to connect in community and society as life affords. So it's not all jolly hockey sticks in sobriety. We still have the ups and downs of life that is afforded ordinary people. Well, as I believe everybody is unique, authentic in their outlook and on their path. We're not special and different, but we're just unique and authentic where we are in our journey of living. And that's what the fellowship helps me do, just to keep on that journey of living. So the reading in Daily Reflections today, this book, for February the 1st, it says Goal Sanity. Yes, how often was I not saying? Let's see. Step 2, gently and very gradually, began to infiltrate my life. I can't say upon what occasion or upon what day I came to believe in a power greater than myself, but I certainly have that belief now, and I do. Most things feel like a higher power to me, because I get informed from them. I learn wisdom from everything around me. So, as it goes on to say, came to believe. I gave lip service to my belief when I felt like it, or when I thought it would look good. I didn't really trust God. I didn't believe He cared for me. I kept trying to change the things I couldn't change. That's the insanity of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Gradually, in disgust, I began to turn it all over, saying, "You're so omnipotent, you take care of it." He did. In other words, stop being in charge and let the world in, because if we let people in, they can inform us with their wisdom. I began to receive answers to my deepest problems, sometimes at the most unusual times, driving to work, eating lunch, or when I was sound asleep. I realized that I hadn't thought of those solutions. A power greater than myself had given them to me. I came to believe. And for me, all of that, and it is a power that we come to believe, which is our own unique, authentic take on how we can live our lives, if we let go of the obsession and insanity of trying to make it all our way. Because we exist in the company of others, always. Nobody is isolated or completely independent. And the gift for me in all of this, over my life, it was always about trying to get it my way or the highway. And what I've realised through time is that if we develop independence and interdependence, that is, having our own view on choices we can make, given all the information at our disposal, and if it's just our information, it's very limited to our own outlook, but if we open up to the world, then we have a better opportunity to take on board not only what we may choose for ourselves, but what we may be involved in and included with others. So this philosophy of being restored to sanity, or came to believe that a higher power could restore us to sanity, for me, my higher power was, for me in the early days, professional people who got me sober enough to understand that I didn't need to drink anymore, but I needed help on a daily basis to avoid denial, to going back to the old same old. So restored to sanity is a daily occurrence. I can always go backwards into the problem, where denial exists, where I think I can have it my way again, or I can go forwards into the solution, which is to be a part of life, to be included. And that's where we can be loved by others, love them back, and don't try and take hostages. If we try and take hostages, we are in danger of going back to being a jailer or a prisoner of our own self-will. And the danger is self-will runs riot and becomes obsession, and drink is on the horizon. So for me, as I come to the end of these videos, I choose to reflect on the Serenity Prayer and say it to myself so I understand it again and again in any situation, to acceptance, and to God or good conscience as you choose. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference is, for me, just for today.